Hi guys, my name is Lokesh and I am a SQL and business intelligence developer. I have a total experience of more than 8 years. My main aim by making this video tutorial is to help people to learn SQL. No matter if you have a coding background or not, I want to help you guys. So let's get started. So the agenda of this particular video would be why we want to learn SQL, who all can benefit by learning SQL. We'll be going through some of the basic concepts. We'll be also touching the basic idea of how this works, and then we'll be diving into the actual coding part. So I'll be taking you to the basic syntax and all those stuff. But before we do that, we should know why we want to learn SQL. I think if you start anything or if you want to do anything, the first important thing to know is why do you want to do it? I can give you my example why I learned SQL and how it benefited me. I started learning SQL because I wanted a transition from my current role of a .NET developer. I began to realize that being a .NET developer will not serve me well in the longer run because it's a very vast field and uh, you need to remain updated quite frequently, which is a very challenging part. So while working as a .NET developer, I was introduced to SQL. I started using SQL. Then I started learning SQL as well as I started liking it. So I thought, why not? Do a little research on this and look at the various career aspects that this SQL has for us. And over a period of 4 years, you can see that I've managed to increase my salary package by 200%. Now, this is a significant rise. I must tell you that I started very slow in my career if we talk about the salary aspect of it. But the sequel has given me a great boost to my career. So I think you can take it as an inspiration and motivation by learning SQL, and I'm sure that if you learn SQL, new opportunities will open for you, and you will be able to grab those opportunities, and you can get ahead in your career. So let's start. Let's talk about who all can benefit from learning SQL. So the first category or the first career that comes in my mind is of a tester. So if you are a tester in this current age, the survival becomes all the more difficult because the automation testing is going to replace the manual testers. What I mean to say is if you want to take your career to the next path or the next level, I would encourage you to learn SQL. So if you are a tester, you can benefit a lot by learning SQL, not only in the technological aspect, but also because of the salary packages that you will be offered. The second set of people I think who can benefit by learning a SQL are IT administrators. I think their job is very challenging because they have to be available 24 into 7, and so that means that the work-life balance is not there. And also, if you have not made it into the top IT administrators or the IT guys, your salary package does not increase that much, and you kind of reach at a saturation level in your career. So if you want to go to the next level, I would encourage you to learn SQL. Then we come to the third category of people, those who can benefit by learning SQL. We call these are freshers. Now, being a fresher is very challenging, specifically in the Indian market, because none of the companies are willing to give you a job until and unless you have some sort of experience under your belt. And I find it very amusing because anybody who starts in their career has to start as a fresher. So if you're a fresher and if you can get a good control over the SQL language, you can learn the basic concepts. I think you can benefit a lot. You can portray that into your resume or CV, and then you can get a good job because it's very good if you start early. I think out of all these four job descriptions or career paths, if you are a customer care executive, learning SQL will benefit you the most because let's be honest, being a customer care executive is not a long time career any professional or any individual would seek. So if you are able to learn SQL, I can assure you that a lot of opportunities will open up for you, and you will find this to be very useful, and you can make a good transition from your current job into a new one. So let's come on to the next topic. So what happens if you learn SQL? You must be having a question in your mind that so I've learned SQL. What are the what are the job opportunities I have for myself? So I've tried to classify these in terms of the titles. Don't worry about what they are as of now. Maybe you can search it online and you'll find whether this job description or the job title suits you or not. Our first objective would be to first learn SQL, and then we'll go one step at a time. But it's easy or it's good for you to understand about these job descriptions. So one is a DBA or a admin. So if you are interested about the internal architecture or how it works, then you can become a DBA. If you are only interested in doing the coding aspect of it, then you can become a database developer. Then we have a business intelligence developer, and then we have a full stack developer. So as of now, don't worry about it. I mean, these are just the job descriptions, job titles. I wanted to share it with you. Now, moving on, I think most of us ask this question, and I find it a little amusing because I think nothing comes easy if you don't practice it. But I can assure you that if I can learn SQL and I can make a good career out of it, you can also do it. But the only thing that requires is that you need to be very persistent. And let me assure you that if you cross the finishing line, that if you happen to learn SQL, it will be a changing point or the turning point in your career, and you will be thankful to yourself that you did.